Hey, what's going on? Welcome back to the channel. In this video, we're going to be taking a look at Avalanche. I do want to say that I'm not a financial advisor. You should do your own research before investing money into crypto. Now, if you haven't seen the previous update, make sure to watch that. Before watching this one, it's going to be linked in the top right-hand corner of the screen. Now, let's jump straight into the TA. So zooming in on the daily chart, you can see that we have the same Fibonacci retracement set up from the swing low all the way down here in January 2021, all the way up to the swing high in February 2021. And we had the 1.272 retested in December, November 2021. So that was one of the major targets that we hit. And obviously right now we've retraced all the way down. We've bounced off the same support block I gave you guys back during summer of 2021, which is crazy. And the last time we had a bounce from there, obviously we saw a 1500% move to the upside. Right now with this bounce, we obviously just had a 2x because we're not in a bull market yet. We still have quite a bit of time before that. So if you are bullish on Avalanche, you definitely have some time to accumulate more coins. 0.5 on the fib here at $13.30 is going to be a good level for you to look at if you're looking to set up some buy limit orders. You can also target this over here. So with this swing low, you could potentially create a nice double bottom if you don't drop below. So if you drop somewhere, slightly below $14, not losing this low, you could be looking at a nice double bottom pattern with a potential target. If we can just get this over here with a potential target at around about $31. So $31 is something that we can be looking at during summer, as I'm expecting September, August to be very bullish. I'm expecting a bull trap during that period of time, which is what we usually see in September, August. For example, August 2022, we had a nice run up from June, and from there we dropped down into December. We take a look at August 2021 over here, August/September, we had a nice run up and then we had a pullback. We take a look at 2020. I don't think, the token just started trading in 2020, so we don't have enough data to go back that far, but you get the point. So with this rally in September/August, we could potentially, do a 80%, 120, 140%. I would argue that we can do even more than that. We can do a 4x, a 5x, maybe even on Avax. Who knows? Maybe we get back up to, from if we bounce off of $13. A 5x would be something around $66. That maybe would be a bit too bullish, to be honest with you. So maybe $31 to $50 would be a nice area for us to target. You also have a bunch of resistance in this area around those prices and some support. So, and we basically just drop below that, and we don't have any support or resistance there afterwards. So we could definitely come back up to that area, create a resistance or bounce off that resistance, and then come back down as we did all the way back in 2021. So if you're looking for a swing trade, right now would be a nice time to start thinking about entries. And one of the entries that we were talking about a few weeks ago was this support block between $16.90 down to $16.04. We obviously lost that support block, which is quite negative, as you did hold it as support for quite a bit. Then we had a bit of a fake out here. You dropped below that, then you had a nice move to the upside, and then you dropped below that again, but you were creating higher highs and higher lows, which was good at the time. But right now you can see that we lost the ascending diagonal support trend line, and once that happens, that is basically a bearish sign. We got the bearish cross on the daily, 20 EMA crossing below the 55. So a bunch of things are telling us that we're moving lower, with Bitcoin potentially pulling back down to $25.5 thousand. We could even lose this low over here. So I would say just look for some averaging in entries around $13.30. You can set up some buy limit orders in advance. Of course, you can take a look even at this level down here. That would be let me give you that, $11.75. So that would be a nice level to accumulate more AVAX as well. I am honestly thinking about getting into AVAX at these cheap prices, especially with the Amazon partnership that they have going on. Otherwise, I'm not super bullish on this, on these layer ones, or specifically Avalanche, but I think with Amazon being a partner, they're definitely going to dump a bunch of money into it and make sure that partnership is fruitful, or at least I would hope so. But yeah, I'll definitely let my patrons know if I'm going to be entering or not, and then I'll talk about it on YouTube. And jumping into the daily RSI, you can see that we are on our way down to this support block. This support block that we have set up between 32.5 down to 29 on the RSI. Every single time we had a bounce or we had a move down there, we've seen a bounce afterwards. So there is a nice chance here that we're going to see a bounce. And you can also see that we are very close to the red support trend line. So we had this as resistance for quite a while. Then we had a little bounce here. Well, not little, but we had a nice bounce into the overbought. And right now we're pulling back down to the red trend line, so we might see a bounce off of that. So just draw this out. As you can see, here are some of the points of contact. So this was a legitimate resistance level before. That's why I'm targeting it just to have as a point of reference. You know, it doesn't hurt, but obviously you can just have these support blocks and that'll be enough for you. With the support blocks, as you can see, this is the first point of contact down here in August 2022. And I took, for the high of the support block, I took this November 2022, I think November 20th we have for that bounce. So that created the borders for the support block. And if we go there one more time, I might average in. We'll see. I don't have any AVAX at the moment. Now, I do want to switch over to the weekly chart real quick. And before we continue with the video, I quickly want to mention my Patreon that's linked down below in the description. If you enjoy my content, you want to get more exclusive content, and you want to support me at the same time, definitely feel free to check out the Patreon, because you're going to get a 7-day free access on my Patreon and an instant access to all of my content since October 2021, which is when I started. You'll get access to content like exclusive weekly podcasts, and we're starting to invite guests already. We have 40 plus low cap gem posts. We have a bunch of project reviews. We have a bunch of resources that are going to help you save time and make more money with this upcoming bull market. So this is definitely a great exchange of value for the both of us. And once again, there's a 7-day free trial. Feel free to check it out. You can leave anytime, and let's continue with the video. Taking a look at the weekly chart, so we are below the 20 EMA, so we are still in a downtrend. We haven't broken above our August 2022 high, which was basically our major resistance trend line, and I was talking about that for the past 4 months. Once we break above the August high on all of the altcoins, especially if Bitcoin is able to stay above that, and that would be a major sign telling us that this was our bear market bottom. So if we break out, we stay above that level, we can confidently say that this was our bear market bottom. As of right now, we can't really say that, because we can see that we are in this sort of channel down pattern. And as long as you're in this channel down pattern, you should expect to adhere to the channel's support and resistance. So once you see a bounce off of the resistance, you are expected to see a move down to the support. And that would take us down to $8 or $9-ish. So I don't know if we're going to be headed towards that area. If that is going to happen, you've been warned. You can set up some buy limit orders in advance. You can also target this bottom, obviously around about $11.19 can be your major level to be on the lookout for. And if for whatever reason we dropped even lower, you can expect to fill in these wicks. But yeah, dropping below this would definitely be negative, because that would be price discovery, as we've never been that low on the Avax chart. And taking a look at the weekly RSI, as you can see, we are sitting at the RSI of 41 approximately right now. So potentially we could go even lower. I would personally target these highs for some sort of a bounce on the RSI. Potentially we could have a bounce from there. As you can see, we're just above one of the support trend lines, so we might see a bounce in the near future. But like I said, with Bitcoin pulling back down, I would expect all the altcoins to pull back down, including Avax. So I'm not going to be buying in at these prices. If we drop back down to $11, $10, I might get some coins. Also, the stochastic is down in the oversold. Well, it's on its way there, below the index of 20. And as you can see, the last time we were here, this was back in August 2022, all the way up to December 2022. And then obviously you saw what happened here. We had the move to the upside. So this is definitely a good area to start dollar cost averaging if you're looking to get into Avax. Personally, this is not a coin that I'm really eager to get into, but if you are bullish on the project, this is where you should start thinking about some entries, because from this low, we're only, 37% up. So that's not that much. That's not that much. And if I missed out anything important on the charts, definitely let me know, guys, in the comments below. And I'm going to see you in the next update. Thank you for watching the video and stay safe. Take care.